Alright everyone, it is weekly reset time and we are going to jump right into the story here and see what's going on this week. Much like last time, we'll go into the helm, see what Eris or whoever has to say, then we'll jump into the nightmare containments, and I will probably just cut the video until right at the end of the event, and then we'll jump right into Sever. I may have a friend joining me for Sever, which would be great, and then we'll just go from there. After this video, I'll probably pretty much immediately start streaming, just getting weeklies done and maybe doing some Crucible, all that sort of thing. Okay, so here we are. While we're here, I think we'll also focus on weapons since I'm still trying to get Beloved.
With change comes opportunity. In studying this memory of Aldrin Sov, a truer nature of the nightmares is revealed. They are born of darkness, and drawn to it like moths to a flame. Callus is such a fire. Through the Leviathan, Callus's mind reaches down to the lunar pyramid, forging the connection that draws the nightmares to him. And should that connection be severed,
we can stop Callus dead in his tracks before he causes any more damage. Your success with Crow isn't going to go unnoticed. Callus will push back. He may be doing so already. Recently, I've been visited in the Helm and elsewhere by one of the nightmares heirs bound to the crown. We need to push harder. I will be accompanying your next severance mission to weaken Callus's connection to the pyramid. You and I will get this done.
Hell yeah, Zavala. Let's go.
to the Leviathan and harvest the necessary essence of the nightmares. We must enact the next ritual of severance before it is too late. And Guardian, keep watch over Zavala. As with Crow, the commander may find confronting his past to be the most difficult mission he has ever faced.
Well, yeah, especially if it's his dead wife. But anyway, so Eris has returned with a plan to drive Callus out of the lunar pyramid by converting the remaining nightmares bound to the ritual participants into memories. With these powers at her disposal, Eris can permanently sever Callus's connection to the pyramid. Commander Zavala also weighs in with his own experiences, and he says, recently I've been visited in the Helm and elsewhere by one of the nightmares Eris bound to the crown. We need to push harder, he says, visibly unnerved. I will be accompanying your next severance mission to weaken Callus's connection to the pyramid. You and I will get this done. Prepare for the next ritual of severance by returning to the Leviathan. Okay. So, pretty standard stuff. Just have to do some nightmare stuff here. Let's see. Can I only do this with haunted weapons, like guaranteeing a deep sight? So it's a little bit of ways. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that works. I do like the haunted weapons, too. Just for fun. Do we have enough to? No, not yet, but we will after this. Okay, I'm going to jump into Severance. Probably going to switch out my loadout a little bit. Or not Severance, Containment. Going to switch out my loadout a little bit. And then we will just continue from there. Alright, well, let's see if we get anything good from here. Okay. Oh, well, no focus weapon, that's unfortunate.
I heard a voice over comms earlier. Was that?
Yes. It was.
Are you sure you want to do this? You could take a step back and let me shoulder some of the burden.
No, Saladin. I made my choice. And now I have to see it through.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I'm gonna see my friend is ready, and we're gonna jump right into Severance now. I think. Is it even ready yet? Oh, I didn't get a bounce. Okay, no, yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna jump into this. Alright, everyone. Excuse me, so we're back. But I did do the Sever mission, but the recording kind of didn't actually record for it, so we're doing it again. This time, though, since I already did it on my Hunter, and we don't want to miss any of the cutscenes or anything, I am actually doing it on my Titan. And yes, my Titan does not look good right now because it isn't, because I have not played Titan with anything close to regularity in a long time now. Like, I've really, especially the last few seasons, well, 2 seasons at least, I really have only touched my Hunter. So I'm just desperately trying to catch my Titan up now. But anyway, we're going to jump right into Sever here, and, we'll talk about it. It's, I'll tell you right now, it's some pretty heavy shit. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my Titan back up here. That's why I have this weird amalgamation of armor and kind of odd setup of weapons and all that. So, yeah. But we're going to see how this goes. I think it'll be fine. My main issue is just remembering how Titan movement works and not letting it kill me.
The second severance is at hand. We proceed as you wish, Commander. But whatever you hear, you must press forward.
Understood. Thank you, Eris.
Set your amplifiers. Sever Callus's connection. And tread carefully.
I see your new protege, Zavala. I wonder, have you told them what became of the last warrior you trained?
Where? So I don't remember this first part very well, because I had been playing with my friend like I was planning to. But they were the ones who actually figured out how to progress this part. I was kind of memeing around a little bit more than I should have been, so I don't remember this section super well. But we'll get it right. Might just take me a minute. I remembered him.
Amplifier online. I'm detecting the commanders as well. As we learned with Crow, these devices will help. But our success hinges on resolving Zavala's inner demons.
Guardian, how can you trust Zavala when he keeps secret the life he led before the city? I knew him before he was your commander. When he was young and boastful, we used to sit together, listening to the cicadas. He listens to them sometimes still.
They remind me of what I lost.
Focus, Zavala.
I am.
Oh
Why
boy.
did you leave our names unspoken? Do the memories of that time pain you so much?
Chroma Rush just still feels so good. It's not bad in PvP either, I just wish that auto rifles in general weren't so terrible in PvP. Is there? Yeah, see, this is the part where I kind of lost it. I want to say it was maybe something up here, but I could be wrong. I can't jump with that wrench, can I? I don't think I can, but... No. Unless I can... Does it actually want me to, like... Oh, it does. Oh, no. This is the part that I didn't do. My friend actually found this, and they took care of it. Oh, this is really awkward in this kind of, like, compressed third person. Yeah. Okay. So we got it.
Security lockdown lifted across all nearby bulkheads. You are clear to proceed.
Ooh, should have stowed my weapon. Lost kill clip. Kind of a not paying attention in PvP moment for me. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh. Oh, nice. Where's this guy? That should take care of him, yep. That's what I like to see.
Fire team, come in.
We are with you.
I was ambushed by Scorn and a horror I couldn't bring down. I couldn't reach you.
He is shaken. Zavala, tell them you are afraid. Confide in them. Why hide your feelings?
It doesn't matter how I feel.
That is why you will fail. You put your duty before your heart.
Kind of a, like,
Phantoms trapped in this fetid hull sustain
come to
something
God
that is
moment for
brewing.
Zavala, I suppose.
Zavala's nightmare is a part of it, but each amplifier further isolates her presence from Callus's hold.
Yee. This is what throws me off about, like, Titan and Warlock movement. Is the floating. Like that. Like, I'm just so used to, on Hunter, just... Now you're like, yeah, okay, that's good. Just jumping, and that's it. This one? Okay.
Stay with me a little longer. Life moved on around us, but we can wait here for a moment.
You chose to move when you could have stayed.
Safi,
Don't. You have made your choice.
go on ahead. I'll find my own way.
Man. This mission actually has me feeling like... It had me feeling so bad for Zavala.
Final amplifier set. I must be seeing things. The Scorn are wearing... Impossible.
Your eyes deceive you. Don't be fooled. reached the Severance site, Commander. The Guardian is closing on your position.
The brave Zavala holds his offering in clenched fingers, afraid to lose the pain he has kept close for so long.
It's all I have left.
You hoard our memory like a starving animal hoards bones. I'd call that reverence.
I mourned. I begged for your forgiveness. What more can I do?
Speak our names. Release us.
Guardian.
You said you mourned our deaths, Zavala. Stood at our graves, cried out in prayer to your traveler.
For a long time.
What good did it do? No ghosts found us. Instead, the traveler gave the light to your enemies.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. That abandoner deserves your duty more than me, more than our son. It is why you left us both to die alone.
Don't use him like that. I chose you. I tried to give it away.
You killed him, as much as the Fallen did. You wove your gallantry into his bones. My son's killers should meet.
Okay, here we go. Man, the little flame geysers. I don't know if those are sunspots or not, guys. I never played Titan. But man, they're nuts. I've actually gotten to the point I really like Titan. Just need to start playing my other classes more, I guess. Let's see if we can blow through this first phase on this guy here.
Manifest from the Harvester.
Might as well, right? I love the scythe so much. I love how it feels. I wish it would have been like the new super or something, honestly.
She's slipping away from me.
Strength, Zavala. See through your guilt.
How much range does this have? Oh, it's not bad. Oh, yep, could definitely use that. Give me that shit. Oh, it's one of these guys. I didn't even know one of these guys spawned here. one of the secret enemies that gives you, or sometimes gives you good shit. It's like a once per day, once per week thing or something, I don't know. Last few times I've killed that thing hasn't given me much good. Okay, where's this fucker? Where are you? There you are. Oh, so this super's a lot of fun. There we go.
He still carries blame. We cannot proceed until he finds forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You shared meals with fallen behind your walls after what they took. This new life dishonors your old one. It dishonors your son.
Hakim.
Your true family wouldn't torment you. This is your grief, Zavala.
My husband is not a liar, and I am speaking his words. He knows what he is.
A hollow man leading others to die. For a silent god.
Enough. Guardian, bring the commander back before any more damage is done.
Okay, as I recall, that's where it ends. Yeah. So now, I think we need to go talk to Zavala. Yeah. So yeah, like this is a heavy mission. Like as far as like the emotions and tone goes. But, like way heavier than Crow's. But I really love it just with the depth of the writing and seeing Zavala fleshed out as a character. Like this mission, when I did it with my friend first, when I was trying to record it, like at the end, which we have a cutscene coming up in a little bit here that it ends on. At the end, we were both just like, fuck, like it's, I legitimately just felt so bad for Zavala. But the writing is just so good and the tone is so good. They just got so much right with this one. And you'll see this cutscene that I'm talking about here in just a little bit. See, I need to work on my Titan more. I hadn't really paid a whole lot of attention to my Titan stats because I didn't really use them very much. But I think that will definitely at some point, we're going to start probably grinding out some better armor for him and all that. Getting him a bit more PvP worthy. Because I did, when I had to play him for Iron Banner, I did have a really good time with him actually. But let's go talk to our boy here.
A hollow man, leading others to die. For a silent god. Is that what I've become? Have the years whittled away my nerve? I was convinced that seeing her might make things easier. That her absence cuts deeper than her presence. But they are equally sharp. Sophia. She wants me to speak her name. To confide my feelings in you. What good does it do? Go and see Eris. I'll tell her you're coming. She'll know what to say.
To me, it's so... Well, I guess I'll read this first. A hollow man leading others to die for a silent god. Zavala's failure to complete the ritual of severance has shaken him to the core of his faith. The nightmare that haunts him, Sophia, is known to the Vanguard, yet has great power over his heart. She wants me to speak her name, to confide my feelings in you. What good does it do? Go and see Eris. I'll tell her you're coming. She'll know what to say. Travel to the helm and see what Eris knows. This is one of the really interesting things to me about this mission, is just the seeing Zavala and Eris, who are typically, you know, pretty at odds with each other. Seeing them, you know, kind of connect on this odd level, and seeing Eris, you know, trying to be there for him, trying to comfort him. It's this really interesting dynamic. Because Eris, of course, has also been through, you know, extreme trauma, and she knows what he's going through, and she's trying to be there for him and help him through this, and it's just very interesting to see, because Zavala and Eris historically have, you know, never gotten along super well. They've always kind of been at odds with each other, and that just adds another very interesting dynamic to this. As well as it's just kind of nice to see Zavala get fleshed out more, I should say, not flushed out. The hell was wrong with me? Fleshed out. It feels like they're definitely putting more effort into trying to, you know, really add some depth to the characters, which is great. Because I feel like for most of Destiny's life, you know, the Vanguard was just the Vanguard. They were the NPCs you'd see for quests or, you know, bounties or whatever. And they didn't have a whole lot going on beyond that. And so seeing them kind of try to fix that is, I think, really pretty awesome. Okay, so we do have a cutscene coming up here, so I'm actually going to shut up. Because it's a really good one.
Zavala will not speak to you of his regrets. But I will not let him bear them alone. Here, listen closely. Whispers and confessions as I have heard them. He would tell it differently. But memory clings so loosely to the truth. I will share what I know. Before the Vanguard, before the city, there was a woman. Her name was Sophia, and she was a surgeon. She came to Lord Saladin's gates, offering her skills in exchange for shelter. Zavala was his protege then. He had been taught his purpose, and he followed it without question. She maddened him. He infuriated her. But respect grew to admiration, and admiration to love. Does it surprise you that Zavala loved? She was meticulous and gentle, strong-willed, stubborn, fearless. It began with an infant, orphaned in a fallen raid. Saladin had taught Zavala duty, war, and the light. But Sophia showed him that he was more than an instrument of violence. She had one life, and she would share it with him. They called the boy Hakim. And he called Zavala father. In his joy, Zavala thought to abandon the light, as he had abandoned Saladin's ways. That joy ended as it began, with their son. When Hakim followed his father into battle, Zavala could not protect him, and Sophia could not save him. Hakim died in his mother's arms. Zavala wanted her forgiveness,
But she knew there was nothing to forgive. And that giving up the light would be no absolution for him. They returned to the lives they once led. She found love again. She had a daughter. And when Sophia passed, he asked her to forgive him. Through each generation, he mourned. He asked for their forgiveness. And still, he has not found it.
Yeah, you see, that's some heavy, heavy stuff. I had never at this point in this game have I ever felt that bad for Zavala. Like that's tough shit. You know, that's rough. It's kind of hard to like watch and listen to be honest. Especially like with Zavala, I think in a lot of ways having almost been kind of a meme in the community. Learning that about him, I think actually, you know, the fact that he has kind of been that, and then learning this just kind of makes it even, even, darker and sadder in a way. Let's see, there's also this broadcast here that I nearly forgot about. We're gonna listen to this. Oh wait, this was from week 2.
Our scouts confirm your reports.
We'll have another one after this.
From the red phantoms
I'll probably cut this out actually. Okay. Well, maybe it's after this. Oh, I hope we didn't lose it. If we did, then I'll go back on my Warlock and get it there. Because it's this really, actually, man. Because I feel like I listened to that before I went through the... I'm going to play around with this for a second and try to figure this out. Give me just a moment. Okay, well, still not seeing it. So we're going to talk to Eris and hope that it comes after. And if needed, I will get it from my Warlock.
Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see. The lengths he has gone to cut himself off from his heart is familiar. It is through accepting what we cannot change where we find the strength to move forward. We grieve, we move, and we grow. Zavala only knows grief. But perhaps there is hope in others, in the council of friends and family. There is no running from his truth any longer. The past is laid bare, and so too the commander's heart. Resume your patrols aboard the Leviathan, Guardian, and I will see what can be done elsewhere.
Okay. So, bound in sorrow, Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see, Eris says. She understands his pain and his unwillingness to reach out to others to help. But in that same respect, she knows that he must in order to move beyond the past that haunts him. Zavala only knows grief, but perhaps there is hope in others, in the council of friends and family. There is no running from his truth any longer. Eris adds, knowing that such change takes time. Return to the Leviathan and help contain the growing nightmare threat, while Eris plans what to do next. Can I have my Engram game? There we go. Oh no, if I disconnect... We're gonna let this sit for a minute. Okay, so I checked my internet and we're good. And it looks like the transmission is showing here, so we're gonna listen to this. This is another pretty heavy one.
Hey, Commander. How you holding up?
I've been better. Sounds like you have too.
Yeah. Pretty tore up inside. Any little thing sets me off. Might have said some hurtful stuff to somebody who didn't deserve it.
We've all been at our worst. When we're hurt, all fall apart.
Feels like I'm held together by duct tape and spit lately.
The last few weeks have opened up some old wounds. Reminded me of important people I've lost. My wife, my son.
Yeah. I know that kind of hurt. Other way around, though. I still think about my folks, but I can't really remember their voices anymore.
I can't remember Hakeem's voice either. I try so hard.
You want to tell me about him? Your wife?
Someday. Not today. Not yet.
Want some company down in your office anyway? We don't have to talk. Maybe we just sit.
I'd like that. Thank you, Amanda.
Ain't nothing. It's what family does.
Yeah, man. So Amanda's having a tough time too, because we know obviously from week 1, she definitely did not react well to finding out about who Crow used to be. So man, yeah, heavy stuff, but really good. This week has just been pretty incredible so far. This story this season has just been amazing. So yeah, kind of a heavy note to leave off on, honestly. Like this was way darker than Crow's arc so far, at least. One thing that I'm curious about, and I think it shows up in Triumphs here. Yeah. So we have, presumably this will be Zavala's final arc there. And then I'm guessing Keitel with Dominus Gaul here. I'm wondering if this blank one, if something will appear at some point. I don't really expect it to. But we'll see. It could be like maybe we get to fight Callus or something like that. I kind of hoped we would have more, because it looks like we really only have 3 more weeks worth of stories, which is kind of a little bit unfortunate, because we do still have 76 days, which means we'll still have like a little over a month of the season left without any real story stuff going on, unless they add something, which I don't really expect them to, which is kind of unfortunate, because I feel like, maybe I'm wrong. I also didn't play Season of the Lost, I think it was 2 seasons ago, really at all. But like Season of the Splicer I loved so much because it had, as I remember it at least, it had story stuff going on till like the last couple of weeks of the season, and that's kind of what I've been hoping for. But regardless, the story's been really good. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to now get some other grinding done. I think we're going to take the DFA rolls I have, which I have on my Hunter right now, so I can't show them, and take them into Crucible and see how they do. Maybe we'll talk about those a little bit. But until next week, guys, have a good night, and peace.